Well, welcome to the Pinebrook Pointe Market Update. I'm Ron Wilstein, a broker at Keller Williams Luxury Properties Worldwide in Park City, Utah, and I appreciate you joining me for this presentation. I'm going to cover three main things. I want to begin by giving you an update on what's been happening in the Park City real estate market. Number two, we'll look more carefully at the Pinebrook Pointe market and see what's been selling, what prices, what the forecast is for the future for Pinebrook Pointe units. And then thirdly, we want to take a little time to discuss the impact of Vail's purchase of Park City Mountain Resort on the real estate market overall. So with that in mind, let's hop right into it. Talk about Park City real estate sales. Over the past 12 months, there's been a total of 1,340 sales in Park City, and this consists of all homes, condominiums, and vacant land. This is all real estate brokerages combined. And that is actually down 61 sales or 4% from the 12-month period the year before. Now when we break this down into our different categories of homes, condos, and lots, you'll see that we have a decrease dropping off in a couple of categories. Now the red bars on this graph here represents the period of time from December 2013 through to November 2014. The blue represents the 12-month period the year before, so we're making a year-to-year comparison. And when it comes to single-family homes, the number of sales are actually down by 9% or 50 sales. Previous year was 570 sales. This past 12-month period, 520 sales. Now do keep in mind that our inventory of single-family homes for sale is down as well, so less available to be purchased results in less sales. In the condominium category, it's pretty level. We had 612 sales the year before, 614 this past year, so two more sales is less than 1%, so basically even. For lots, we have a decline of 6% from 219 sales to 206. Now, if you've been following our other update webinars, you'll know that we had seen for many months in a row the number of sales increasing on lots, in part because there weren't as many homes available, so people were buying lots in order to build the homes that they wanted. As we're moving into the ski season, less desirable time for sales, we're seeing a little bit of a drop-off on the lot market. But let's talk about prices. Everyone wants to know what's happening in terms of property values. You're looking here at a graph, same time period, December 2013 through November 2014 for the red boxes, and the blue is the 12-month period year before. This graph here are homes, medium sold prices, and we've broken it into two categories: Park City city limits and the Snyderville Basin, which is kind of the county area of Park City. Property appreciation is up 5% within the city limits. The medium sold price the previous year was $1,235,000. This past 12-month period, $1,300,000. In the Snyderville Basin, it's actually up by 8%, with the medium sold price previously being $708,000, all the way up to now $765,000. So it's nice to see that appreciation among our home sales. Condominiums also saw great appreciation. In the city limits, it rose by 10%. Medium sold price climbed from $485,000 up to $535,000, and in the Snyderville Basin, previous median price $322,994, now $350,000, an increase of 8%. As we turn to the lot market, these are vacant land. In the city limits, there's a limited supply, so not a large sampling here. Actually, the value dropped by $10,000 from $560,000 median price to $550,000. Mathematically, it's a 2% drop. Again, a limited supply, so I wouldn't make a lot out of it. We do, however, see a 16% increase for lot sales and values in the Snyderville Basin, climbing from $285,000 now up to $330,000. So all in all, with the exception of the lots in the city limits, we saw appreciation among homes, condominiums, and vacant land. Now this graph here is It's one I like to pop up every now and then because it shows where Park City was at the very height of the market in 2005, where we sold 2,912 sales, again homes, condos, lots combined. Then the wind went out of the sale and the market dropped and the recession hit, and we had 4 years in a row of fewer and fewer and fewer sales until it finally turned around in 2010, and then we had 4 years of consecutive increases, nice steady increases, a good sign of a healthy real estate market. We're here in December making this recording, so our data will be in here in less than a month, and we'll wrap up 2014, and I'll add one more bar. I expect that it's going to be about the same as 2013, might even be a little bit lower, just because, as I mentioned earlier, our inventory of properties for sale is smaller than it's been for a very long time. Even at the height of the market, it's lower than that, and so fewer properties, fewer sales. Now let's turn our attention to Pinebrook Pointe, see what's happening within that condominium property. Here we're looking at the number of sales. In the last 12 months there's been 14 sales. The period before that was 12, so it's up about 17% over the previous year's sales. That's positive. And the rate of sales is about one sale every 26 days. That's the absorption rate, where we're looking at, based upon the supply, how quickly does it get absorbed by buyers. Currently there's only one Pinebrook Pointe condo on the market, and so it's safe to say that if you put it on the market, if you priced it reasonably, doesn't mean that not aggressively, but within reason, you're likely to sell it within a month, frankly, based upon the absorption rate in the past. Now the sale prices have ranged over the past year anywhere from a low of $158,950 all the way up to $310,000, with the median sold price being $265,000. Nice, it's 17% above the previous year's value, so good appreciation there. Previous year median price was $226,000, now it's $265,000. So very healthy for the Pinebrook Pointe property owners. Now, if you're interested in actually getting the specific details that make up these sales, that way you'll see what the properties were, what they look like, prices, how much buyer paid for them off of the list price, send me an email to ron@thewilsteinteam.com. I'd be happy to send you that information. Now, I do want to share with you real quickly before we move on to our final topic, how you can get information on the Pinebrook Pointe market whenever you want. We typically do these webinars about every 6 months. We will update them on the different neighborhoods or condominium properties. But you might want the information sooner. You can always call us. But all you need to do is go to our website, which is BuyParkCity.com/Pinebrook Pointe, or you can do the WilsteinTeam.com/Pinebrook Pointe, and that would take you to a special page on our website to specifically give you information on the Pinebrook Pointe market. And let me just take you real quickly to the website and to that page. Here it is. This is BuyParkCityRealEstate.com, and this is Pinebrook Pointe page. And what you can do when you get to this page, you can go to this green button that says watch a webinar for an update on Pinebrook Pointe. You're actually watching that webinar now, or at least the most recent one. Or you can go to this maroon button, and when you highlight it, it changes colors and says send me current sales data on Pinebrook Pointe condominium. So if you want that, you simply click on it. Takes you to this page which says current sales data request, and you fill in a couple of the blanks here. You can either type in your address, or you can simply type in Pinebrook Pointe. It's a condo, you change that to condo. You can put number of bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, and then a little bit lower down you put in your name and your email address, and if you want you can put in your mailing address. If you do, we'll send you our Park City Link newsletter to keep you informed. No cost, but at least include your name and your email address so we can send the information back. And then in the comments box, if you have any particular questions or details that you want, just fill in there, and we'll respond to it. And then just go down to the green button that says submit form, click that, and I'll get an email and I will get back to you with current data on the Pinebrook Pointe market. Now, what I do want you to realize is that we won't be calling you, we don't bug people. We provide you good information. If you have any questions, it's incumbent upon you to contact us. Happy to talk to you. We just don't want to bug people. So that's how you can get information on Pinebrook Pointe anytime. Really easy, just go to our website. So bookmark that if you will, and we're here to keep you informed. Now I want to just talk about the Vail factor on Park City real estate, because this is on everybody's mind, and it's a big topic that we're covering quite a bit in our discussions. But now you probably realize that Vail Resorts purchased the Park City Mountain Resort recently. It was announced in September of this year, and so Vail is now operating the Park City Resort for this current 2014-15 season, and pretty much from here on out. All the details, by the way, on the Vail Resort PCMR story are available for you if you're not familiar with it on our October Park City Market Talk webinar. All you have to do is go to thewilstingteam.com/Vail-PCMR. You can get all the details. I give you there a brief summary on the conflict, when it started, what the issues were, the mistake Park City Mountain Resort made that led into the litigation, and all the fireworks. Pretty interesting if you're not familiar with it. So you might catch that. It's pretty entertaining. But it led to a significant change in the ownership of the resort. In essence, what happened is Vail Resorts purchased Park City Mountain Resort, and we are looking forward as a result to many improvements at the resort, which in turn will be beneficial for the entire Park City community. Vail paid $182.5 million for PCMR, and they now control 2 of the 3 resorts in Park City, the Canyons and PCMR. Vail recently announced that they are investing over $50 million, over $50 million in the next 12 months in PCMR and Canyons. So huge improvements are going to be done there, and we're all pretty excited to see them. I'll be covering them in a future webinar, what the details are, but big investment, huge. Some of the things people like to talk about in terms of the improvements that came as a result of this purchase is Vail's famous Epic Pass, which is a pass that allows you to ski the canyons, and Vail Resorts in Colorado and California and even outside the U.S. Is now a pass that works at PCMR. So in other words, with the same season pass, you can ski Canyons and Park City Mountain Resort for the current ski season. Another thing that Vail is quite excited about, as is the real estate community and the locals overall, is that Park City Mountain Resort and the Canyons will be connected, not this ski season, but the next season, starting in 2015-2016, creating the largest ski resort in the United States with over 7,000 skiable acres. So huge mountain, one pass, a lot of skiing terrain. But what does this mean for the Park City real estate market? Did Vail's purchase change the market, impact it in any way? Well, we're always curious about this, but we got some hard data in, and it actually came from a friend of mine, Rick Klein, who's a private mortgage banker with Wells Fargo Home Mortgage here in Park City. Rick is likes to look at statistics, likes to look at trends, and he's a huge asset in that he updates the real estate community and the public at large on this. So he asked the question, what effect is Vail's purchase having on the Park City real estate market? And so what he did is he basically, the day after the announcement, which was on September 11th, September 12th, he tracked the number of pending transactions from that day, basically a month and a half, to the end of October, and he compared it this year with the previous year and then the previous year before that. So the first column here is dealing with that period of time in 2012. Now, the kind of light purple box at the bottom represents condominiums, number of condominium sales. The maroon one in the middle represents single-family homes, and the light yellow, very light, represents the number of vacant lot sales. You can see the increase from 2012 to 2013 to 2014. The thing that we really want to highlight for you is that the number of pending sales this past year following the announcement of Vail's purchase of PCMR increased by 41% over that same period of time the previous year. That amounted to 87 additional sales. Condominium pending increases by 65%, just pending, just condos alone. So there definitely does appear to be a surge of activity as a result of the announcement. Enthusiasm increased, investors stepped in. So what does this mean for the Park City real estate market? First, overall confidence in the real estate market has increased, and it will likely continue to strengthen into the future. Second, buyers are now stepping up, buying properties in Park City. There was, in some of our negotiations, some resistance by buyers when sellers held firm on their prices. They stepped up after the Vail announcement. They were pretty excited about that, and we expect that to continue, particularly as we're now into the beginning of the ski season. Homes and condominiums located near the base of PCMR and canyons are the properties most likely to be positively impacted by Vail's purchase of PCMR. Homes and condominiums located in Park City's residential neighborhoods will see a minimum impact on property values as a result of Vail's purchase. So if you're at the base of the resorts, if you're closest to them, we think you're going to see that more. If you're in more of the residential neighborhoods, and I would regard Pinebrook Pointe as that, there will be some impact, but it won't be as great. Now, speaking of impact on property values, if you want to learn how much your Pinebrook Pointe condo is worth in today's market, I want to share with you a quick way to find out. All you do is go to our website, BuyParkCity.com, scroll down from the home page to the Learn What Your Property is Worth section and just complete the form there, or just email me at ron@thewilsteinteam.com, and I'm happy to help you with that. In fact, let me do this. Let me take you to that page on the website before I conclude. Here we are. This is our home page on the website, and you can search for properties here by filling in these blanks, and then as you scroll down, you see our current webinars and some listings we have. And then you come to that section I mentioned to you, Learn What Your Property is Worth in Today's Market. Couple blanks, it takes you less than a minute to fill out. Again, you can put your address, or you could type in Pinebrook Pointe. It's a condo, so select condo. You can identify how many bedrooms, bathrooms you have, and then your contact information, and then there's a list of choices lower down. First one is contact me now for a free property value assessment, and if any of the others are of interest, you can click those, but then click the submit form. I'll get an email, and that will tell me to contact you, arrange a time to come see your property, complete the free property value assessment, give you the information. You can do nothing with it. You can decide to put your property on the market. Totally up to you, whatever is the appropriate thing for your situation, but feel free to take advantage of it. It's the easiest way to find out what your property is worth in today's market, and you don't need to be planning to sell it. It's just good information, and that's what we're all about. By the way, we won't be calling you and bugging you. If you get this information, if you are interested in more details or our services, you contact us. We're not going to bother you. We simply provide you with the information. We're busy selling real estate. If we can help you, we're happy to help you. So that's how you do it. If you're interested in just more details about the Pinebrook Pointe Homeowners Association, their website is pinebrookpointehoa.com. Here's an image of their homepage on their website. Good information, so if you're not familiar with it, that's where you go to learn more about the property there. Any questions, contact me by email. If you want me to call you, include your phone number and a preferred time, and I'm happy to do so. Finally, let me just say that every month we update the public with information about the Park City real estate market. We call it our Park City Market Talk. It's roughly a 15 to 20 minute webinar presentation. We update it every month, second Tuesday of the month, and if you want details, feel free to let us know. We'll send you an update every month, and you just click on a link and you can watch it. Has some of the information I covered at the beginning of this presentation on the market in general, although we go into more detail, and then we'll pick up relevant topics that people are interested in Park City. So with that in mind, thank you for taking the time to watch this webinar. We're here to help in any way that we can, and we appreciate your attention. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.